In Colorado, nearly 1,300 people are waiting for an organ transplant. Of them, more than 1,100 are waiting for a kidney.
Kidneys are the most needed organ, and as your reporter Kelly Worthman shows us, they're also the organ that is most easily donated through a living donor.
In a commercial property management company the size of Cushman Wakefield, 62,000 employees worldwide, it's impossible to know all your coworkers.
Colorado market's probably 150. So most people we don't see on a daily or even weekly basis.
Eric Tucker and Chris Atwood crossed paths in 2019.
I worked for Chris for probably about 9 months before moving on to another place.
5 years later, Chris put out a company-wide appeal. He needed a kidney.
Eric, I kid you not, Eric was the first guy who stepped up. He was the first one.
Chris was diagnosed with Berger's disease. His kidney function has been declining for years.
And then when I got the news in early 2024, like January, that my kidney function had gone down to 10, it was like a brick that hit me. All of a sudden, it came into reality.
Chris's kidneys were shutting down. All the toxins that the kidneys filter out were backing up in his body.
It's a lot harder on the families. Like, it wasn't as hard as me as it was on my wife or the people around me.
While Chris was in the hospital preparing to go on dialysis, Eric was going through the testing to be a donor.
My wife went through the testing process for one of her friends last year, and we had conversations kind of at length about the risks and long-term effects.
To get all his questions answered, Eric turned to the donor team at HCA Health One Presbyterian St. Luke's.
How many jobs do you know that offer, the chance to work with heroes every day?
Christine Opp is a living kidney donor nurse coordinator. It's her job to help potential donors through the testing process.
Most of our donors who come forward are not related to the recipient. It's usually a spouse, or a friend, or a stranger.
In Chris's case, a coworker.
I gave Chris a call and I asked him if he had any plans on the proposed surgery date. He said he might be golfing.
I can't even describe. It's impossible to describe with words what that feels like.
Just try to do something good, and if it was somebody in your own family, you would hope that the same would be done for them.
The surgeries went smoothly. Both Chris and Eric recovered quickly.
Most days I would forget that it even happened.
For me, it's a, complete transformation.
Now their families are friends, even sitting down to Thanksgiving dinner together. They have a lot to be thankful for every day of the year. I'm Kelly Worthman, covering Colorado First.
Just a lovely story, Kelly. Thank you. April is Donate Life Month. HCA Health One Presbyterian St. Luke's provides comprehensive care for both patients and donors through its Kidney Transplant Center.